Vegas non-stop with Jonathan Scott. Vegas non-stop with Jonathan Scott.
Hi, I'm Karin, Denise, and welcome to Las Vegas Nonstop with Jonathan Scott.
Hey, that's me. I am Jonathan Scott, and welcome to Vegas Nonstop. Let's see if I can make this a little better over here. I think that's probably better, huh? So, yeah. Hi, everybody. That's Karin Denise, who's going to be appearing here tonight and tomorrow night, who came in all the way from Reno?
Sierra Nevadas, Reno. Although I was here for 33 years, so it's my home.
Yeah, and tell us a little bit tonight. You've got karaoke.
We're going to start a karaoke show here. We're going to try it out because Todd wanted to do something different. And I know a lot of karaoke people, a lot of production people, a lot of different people. So hopefully it's going to be a lot of fun tonight.
And then tomorrow night, Silk
tomorrow
and
night
Steel.
is Silk and Steel. That's my duo.
With your friend Greg.
My drummer, Greg.
Greg Sample over there.
Yep.
And then sitting next to Karin is Alexis Levi to talk about an event that's going to be called...
It's called Super Bowl of Caring.
S-O-U-P-E-R.
That's right.
Super
That's right.
Bowling. No, not Super Bowling. Super
Bowl
Bowl
of Caring.
Caring.
Super
I
Bowl
almost
of
got it.
Caring, yes.
I don't have notes in front of me. Enoch knows. But that's not Enoch. That's Clark Kent.
Today, yeah, sorry, Clark Kent is here.
The star of Zombie Burlesque at the David Sachs v. Planet Hollywood
Enoch
Theater.
is.
Yes.
Enoch is, yeah. You're not.
I'm a mild-mannered reporter.
Who works for a Kuwait Metropolitan newspaper.
Yes.
And sitting next to Enoch is Six Hands. Mauricio de la Crutcher. Let me check make sure that we've got everybody kind of on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of do. And then next to Mauricio is Greg Sample.
How
Who's
y'all
going to be
doing
appearing
today?
here tonight and tomorrow night. I don't know, do you participate in the karaoke?
I do. I bring noisemakers and shakers and tambourines and all kinds of different stuff to just add to the experience of the karaoke night. And so it makes it a little bit more creative and fun. for
Yeah, well, we
everyone.
like creative and fun. We're
Yep.
all about creative
Yep.
and fun.
And he sets up and tears down. That's the main thing.
I schlep all the gear.
You're a
Yeah.
schlepper. I'm going to slide you over just a
Yes.
pinch over there.
No worries.
And Alexis, do you need help with the Facebook thing, or did you?
Yeah, I
figure it
know
out?
I do. Nope.
Okay, did you get to my page? Enoch knows how to do it. While they're doing that, let me take care of a little business first.
Sorry.
Of course, Todd just got back from vacation, so he couldn't be with us today. Todd DeReamer, the general manager and all-around good guy here at Silver Sun.
Todd, we miss you.
Hey, Todd.
Miss
Todd,
you,
I'm
buddy.
super sad that you're not here, Todd.
I did say that we are coming to you live from the Silver Sevens Hotel Casino at the corner of Flamingo and Paradise. Let me get the microphone back over here. Always a good thing when
That
they
would
can
help.
hear you, right?
Right.
You want some water?
Sure.
Okay, I'm pouring. So there's a new drawing. Well, you're not going to believe it, Enoch, but last week for the deal of a lifetime,
Deal of a lifetime.
someone actually they're playing blackjack and they caught two sevens.
Shut up, and they got
They got the third seven and won $77,777.
That's
Me, I don't gamble that much.
Wow.
I'm scared. You don't put that much money.
$77,000.
That was last month we were posting the deal of a lifetime.
Yeah.
But the real deal of a lifetime was like 125 grand if you got a suited blackjack.
Right.
So if they, all in the same suit.
Right.
Somebody
Oh,
was
that's so
going to
cool.
win 125 grand on that, but 777 is not bad.
Right.
Pretty amazing.
I'd take
Well,
it.
take
Anything.
it.
I haven't seen the video yet.
Bathroom remodel.
Playing with the phone.
I don't know.
Playing with
I need
it.
a
What do you
notification.
want to do?
We're going to turn the volume down.
It's off. It's do
Oh,
not
good.
disturb.
Volume was up. That's even better.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
on do
so
not disturb.
let's see that we're on. I
We're
think
on.
we're on.
We're
Yeah,
on.
see, so then the volume does go on when you do that. See? Well, I don't know what I'm doing now. So there's a new drawing.
Fascinating content.
15,000 lucky lunar tree drawing. I know. There we go. $15,000 lucky lunar tree drawing. I have no idea what that means.
It's for the Chinese New Year.
Oh, that's with the red envelopes.
The Year of the Dragon, yeah.
I like that
So
you
they're
know.
putting up the red envelopes because I pay attention when Todd is talking.
When I was growing up, we were so poor we couldn't afford to pay attention. But a bum bum.
Bada bum bum.
If Greg
You know
had
what else
his
is
drum
red
kit-
today? Everybody's supposed to wear red today for the women that have heart disease.
Heart, yeah. It's the American Heart Association.
And you notice I
didn't wear red.
what the heck? I know this
And if
stuff.
you're watching on my page, on Facebook page, I put a post up that Todd started a little kind of a donation there, and then they're matching, I think, 3 to 1.
Nice.
So if you want to make a little donation, American Heart Association.
Okay.
As far as I know, that's still the #1 killer in the United States.
For the women, it is. It's crazy. It is.
Why does it always have to be about the women?
It's because
I don't know.
we have big hearts.
Because you gotta have heart. Miles and miles and miles. Enoch, you know that one. Damn
Well,
you.
I'm saying you'll never win. That's when the Grinch should start. Keep on going.
Pick a red envelope and win cash or free play. 5 times drawing entries every Sunday for the Lucky Lunar Tree. 10 times drawing entries every Monday for Lucky Lunar Tree, and that's on Mondays. Today's gift is a 4-piece sheet set. Easy for you to say.
Yeah, right.
4-piece sheet set.
No, thank you.
Earn 2,500 points for a gift 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Today is Friday. You might be watching this at another day. Tonight, Friday night, $500 cash drawing. One winner every hour gets $500 cash from 7 p.m. to 11. Monday, get $10 free play for every $2,500 points earned. $50 free play is the max. Tuesday, earn 1,777 points because we're at the Silver Sevens. Get a free gift from 4 to 7 p.m. Tuesday gift is a Jim Beam salt and pepper shaker.
What?
And a double burger press.
Not a Jim Beam.
The one day that Todd's
Wait, I
not
have a
here.
question.
Burger press.
I have a question.
About a burger press?
Is it like
Jim-
2 burger presses or is it a double burger press?
We're going to have to find out on
Wow.
Tuesday. That's Tuesday.
Yeah, tune in next week, ladies and
Tune
gentlemen.
in next week.
Please comment down below on what
Yes,
you
comment down
think.
below.
Exciting.
Presents, right?
And tune in
Two
also.
burgers or double?
We're going to have to start raising our hands, just like on the radio. 3:55 p.m. on channel 3 on NBC. I almost said Channel 5 because Chicago NBC is Channel 5. That's the first Chicago mention of the day.
I was take notes.
For those keeping score of my Chicago mentions. 3:55 p.m. every Friday afternoon. Todd, DeReamer, and I are on NBC Channel 3 Las Vegas with live local entertainment, doing original material. And today we have Kelly Vaughn, who's going to
Kelly
be
Vaughn.
opening up our dinner showroom on February
We
17th.
got that going. That's cool.
Yeah,
I heard you were going to do that. That's cool.
yeah, that's going to be great.
Michael Sinatra's going to play there.
Michael Sinatra is doing the 16th. Sinatra sings Sinatra. And then on the 18th, we have A.J. Lambert, the first announcement. Todd just gave me the okay. We have got Nancy Sinatra's daughter, A.J. Lambert, doing her grandfather Frank Sinatra's albums in their entirety. Wee Small Hours of the Morning and Only the Lonely. Cut for cut with a piano player. Enoch's going to be opening the show with Philly. And you should have a pseudonym for your lounge act, like Nick the Lounge Lizard kind of a guy.
I may already have one. Jesus.
You may already have one, okay. Thursday, 20 times points, Saturday night.
Enoch is not here. I would like to remind you.
What?
Clark Kent is here.
Clark Kent, yeah. Saturday, why are we doing the Clark Kent? Because as regular viewers, you might know that we play a game called Truth or Brown Sugar. Figure that part out, the BS part. Every Friday on our podcast to talk about classic TV shows. And Enoch picked Superman because Super Bowl Superman.
Yay!
Super Bowl of Carrie.
Super Bowl of Carrie.
If I had known, I would create.
49ers.
I should create a character called Superman.
Yeah.
And I'll make an appearance at your event and help
Come on.
hand out some soup.
It's Wednesday.
I love it.
We're going to get to that in a minute. We'll get into all the
We'll be
details. Thursday, 20 points all day. Saturday night, $15,000 Lucky Lunar Tree, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. 3 winners every 30 minutes will win cash or free play up to $500 cash. Earn entries by playing slots and table games. Saturday, deal of the day. Deal of the day. It's not the same. Not the same. 10:30 p.m. Earn entries all week long by playing blackjack and roulette. 6 winners will play at our blackjack promo table for a chance to win cash prizes. Join the A Play Club as a new member and spin our free play wheel. Guaranteed $10 free slot play with a chance to win up to $250 free slot play. Entertainment, Friday and Saturday, we've got free parking, no cover charge, $7 cocktails, and tonight and tomorrow night, Karin, Denise, what do you call the karaoke party? You call it something.
It's Karin Denise's, I don't know.
Crazy karaoke.
DJ party and karaoke.
Yeah.
Party, yeah.
Get your
House
butts in
party.
here.
House party.
House party, that's
We
what
just
you call
gotta
it.
have fun because I'm bringing all my friends in from Splash because we haven't seen each other in years. So
Did you get a hold of
Wait, you were in
Coco?
Splash?
I did. I was a headliner. I know
Splash?
you. Yeah.
I've been here like 20 years, but
Yeah.
I was like, I loved Splash.
Wasn't that fun?
I was there the closing night.
I know you.
think.
I know you.
That was where the ice skating rink, right?
Yeah, the ice skating rink at the end. but
That
we
was
just had a
Starlight
huge-
Express.
We used to have a huge tank, and then they tore it out when they did Splash 2.
Yeah, I didn't know from the tank, but I remember there was the
ice skating rink.
and also the motorcycle guys.
the
That
Globe of Death.
Yeah.
In fact, he's up in Reno right now.
Oh,
Bella
is
is, yeah. The one who owns it. Friend of mine.
that's an old school.
Yeah, it was a lot of
How
fun.
long did Splash run? 12 years?
It ran for 22 years.
Wow, that's a long
2
time.
and 3 shows a night. We started with 3 shows a night.
And where was that?
It was at the Riviera.
Oh,
I know. It was so sad when it tore it down.
Shout
It was
out
an
to Pia
amazing-
Zadora. Shout out to Pia
I know,
Zadora.
right? Shout out to Pia.
Why Pia?
Did you invite Pia?
Pia was always there with Rickless and with her husband and her kids, and we always had birthdays for their kids. And she had cakes with
Jordan.
their names, like Katie, K, cake, A.
Yeah.
It was fun. We had a lot of fun there, and they were very nice.
I
Yeah, we had a lot
remember
of
seeing Charo upstairs in that shirt. I love
Yes, Charo was great.
Charo was there?
Yeah,
So
she
many
played up-
stars.
Gosh, I haven't
Upstairs.
heard her name
She
in
was.
a long
Oh,
time.
she's incredible. That's the first time I saw her play the classical
Oh,
guitar.
yeah, she was amazing,
Blown away.
talented. There were so many stars that went through the Riviera. Man, crazy.
Now they're going to come through here.
I think
Yeah,
I think I was
yeah,
there when
December
they
7th.
did the implosion or whatever they call that. When they
When did they do it?
I don't know what
They
year
did
that
it about
was.
6 years ago, 7 years
Was
ago.
it only 6? It seemed
Well, we keep forgetting about the pandemic. It's like
Yes, pandemic
4
took
years
us
and then it
back.
was 2.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to implode the Tropicana?
I do.
Yes, they are.
Are they going to make a big shadoo?
They're
Yeah.
going to do a baseball field.
Yeah.
Well, I know that.
Oh.
but I mean,
Oh, you mean if
like
they
what they
do?
did with the Stardust, are they
Yeah.
going to make
I'm
a big
sure they have to.
Oh, yeah, they have to. It's the Tropicana. It's been here
I was in the
forever.
Follies too. I was one of those acrobats. Almost killed me. That was one of my first shows.
Oh, wow.
We're going to have to start raising
So
our
we're
hands
catching up.
again.
Do you know
Okay.
Barbara Lauren? And shout out to Barbara Lauren.
I know we know a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, the town is this big.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, hi, everybody.
Comment down below.
Join us.
Did you ever see Splash at the Riviera?
You could tune.
Did you ever see
We had a
Follies
moment.
Bergère at the Tropicana? Comment down below.
Yeah.
Heat wave.
Or Laugh Factory, and
Yeah.
Laugh Factory is going to stay open till the end, and what a great place! And Harry Basil's a great guy that runs the Laugh Factory at Tropicana now. I think they still have Rich Little is still there.
Still there?
wow.
Rich used to come to my show all the time. I love him.
Yeah, so
He's
that's
nice.
the end of another Las Vegas property.
Era, yeah.
Let's talk about Silk and Steel. It's not your. I'm going to read what you wrote,
Oh,
or Greg wrote, or somebody wrote this.
I wrote it.
It's not your typical duo for many reasons. They are known for their amazing sound. This is accomplished by the live feel and drive of a real drum kit, opposed to an artificial drum kit, accented with percussion and then expertly blended with professionally mixed tracks.
by me.
Both Karin, Denise, and Greg Sample are accomplished musicians. Their harmonic chemistry together make their audience stop and take note.
We hope. Yeah.
But we want them really dancing. We don't want them taking notes, do we?
Yeah, no, don't dance. Oh, they'll dance. It's a party.
Might be a new dance.
You right?
Yeah,
All right.
take a note.
Hey.
It's your party and you'll cry if you want. Weren't you doing that earlier?
Be ready to
So,
bring out
okay.
your dance shoes tonight,
So Silk and
tomorrow.
Steel, I'll tell you how that evolved.
I wish you would.
So after Splash and everything, I got married too many times. So that's a whole other story in Vegas. But
Let's not hear that. How many times have you
oh
been
my God,
married?
like 8 times. I don't know.
You were married 8
It wasn't always
times?
for love. It wasn't. Oh, sorry guys. But
It wasn't always for love?
No, dancers always need like insurance. So my boyfriend, he was in the culinary, so it's just then whatever.
Honey,
Hey,
I hear you.
right? I hear you.
Thank you,
So-
Clark Kent.
Anyway, so I got married to a drummer, and I wanted to do a duo because I was sick. I had bands. I had a lot of bands
Do
after
you know
Splash.
what you call a drummer without a girlfriend?
Broke.
Homeless.
I love it.
Greg shaking his head. Going, wow.
Ba-dum-bum.
So I got
Because
married
you
to
were
a guy
married
who was a
8
drummer.
times.
Well, he was a drummer, and the last one, whatever. And I said, why can't we do a duo with live drums? Everybody always does like keyboards and fake drums, and it just makes a good. And I love keyboards. I love keyboards. Don't get me wrong, my favorite. But I just got tired of. I had a lot of live bands, and they always had problems. They wouldn't bring their amps, or it was always something. So I said, let's do a duo and drama. And of course, they were ripping out the lounges, and nobody was getting paid as much anymore. So I said, let's do a duo. I said, let's use your live drums. Can we do that? And we thought it was kind of crazy at first, because usually you do a duo like in a setting that's quieter.
Yeah.
But I said, I don't care. I want a party duo. So we ended up doing a party duo, and it just kind of evolved from there. And then I went up to Reno, reformed it after we broke up, me and the ex. And I have the percussionists, drummers, 2 drummers, percussionists. I'm a percussionist, and I do the tracks. So it's crazy because everybody goes, oh my God, it sounds like a live band. And I said, well, I like to have the horn lines and the string lines, and if we can't have somebody like you, that plays left-handed bass and string lines and horn lines. It's hard to get that feel with Earth, Wind and Fire.
Yeah, I've never
Cool.
had trouble finding a keyboard
Yeah.
player.
Right, there you go. So it's nice. So it's a party duo, and you get as much sound as you do out of a live band, and you don't have the hassles of all the people.
The next atypical aspect of Silk and Steel is their extensive song list. They pride themselves on performing songs that everyone recognizes but not overplayed. Promise me you're not going to do Tennessee Whiskey.
Thank you.
The repertoire of songs is large and diverse enough, or at last.
Or Don't Stop Believing.
Don't stop believing.
Or Black Velvet. Okay.
Yeah. The repertoire is large and diverse enough to tailor a performance to a specific theme, generate a nightclub party atmosphere, or bring you the standards and soothing tones of the past. Greg Sample brings his lead vocal and amazing percussion skills to the drum throne, opposed to the bathroom
Is
throne.
that a name for the
Yes, yes, I
toilet?
do.
While being the heartbeat of the music, Karin Denise, with an S, having been a Las Vegas headliner, uses her dancing, percussion, and comedy skills to complete Silk and Steel, always a pleasing, dynamic party duo.
We hope.
I like that.
Thank you.
Yay.
Good read? Was that a good read?
Thank you.
Yeah, it
That was
good.
a good read.
I tried. You know.
Okay.
In fact, it was Superman.
That was
It was a super
Man.
That was
read.
Super Bowl.
So now I think we need a little taste of Karin Denise. So you guys agree on something?
Well, it's kind of mellow, but because we get crazy at night, but Loud Green. I'm so in love with you. Yeah. Whatever you want to do is alright with me. 'Cause you make me feel so brand new. Yes, you do. I want to spend my whole life with you. Let me say it, see, and it goes on and on, baby. Since we've been together, oh, loving you forever is what I need. Let me be the one you come running to. I'll never be untrue. That's what I want to say. Let's do you want to stay together? Loving you weather times are good or bad, happy or sad. Take it away. Ooh. never sing in the daytime, only for Jonathan. Thank you so
Denise.
much. It was beautiful. Thank you.
Mauricio
Thanks for
on
helping me.
keyboard.
Superman.
Play anything?
Thank you.
Mauricio on keyboards.
It was great. Thank
play
you, honey.
anything?
I
Love
missed
it.
those live keyboards, though.
That was awesome.
So that's a little
I
taste.
know a guy I'll recommend you.
Yeah, right?
The Reverend Al Green,
Beautiful.
right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so tonight, Friday night, we've got, what do we call the karaoke party? The karaoke party.
Karen's
House party.
Karen's house party,
and
karaoke party on the dance floor. So, again, no cover charge, free
lot of
parking, $7 cocktails, $2 beers, buckets of Heineken for $8 or $10. So we want everybody to come out and have a great time and party with us.
And that's just for me.
And that's just for you. And then Silk and Steel, did I say it right?
Tomorrow night.
It's
Mhm.
Saturday night, 8:30 to 12 midnight. Again, no cover charge, free parking. And make sure and say hello if you do show up. And
We have a lot
Maybe
of
we'll
stars
buy
coming
you a
out.
drink.
A lot of
Maybe.
entertainers coming out tomorrow night.
Shoes. You're going to need them.
Yep.
Wednesday, February 7th, 6 p.m., Super Bowl, SOUPER Bowl of Caring at Central Church, 1001 New Beginnings Drive, Henderson, Nevada, 890111. Alexis Levi is going to talk about that in just a minute. It proceeds benefit Tackle Hunger. Get it? Tackle football. The Sports Philanthropy Network, which we're going to find out about, and Hope for the City. Register and donate at sportsphilanthropynetwork.org. Thursday, February 8th, 3 p.m., Legends Super Bowling Tournament at Red Rock Lanes. Excuse me one second. A little furball. NFL alumni Anthony Dixon, Anthony Munoz, Jeff Garcia, Eric Wright, and many others. For information on, we're going to be there. We have our own Silver Sevens hotel team.
What?
And you're welcome. Yeah, you can come.
When?
Thursday, 3 p.m., February 8th at Red Rock Bowling Lanes. Bowlingwithlegends@gmail.com. We'll even get you a shirt. We even get you a Silver Sevens polo shirt.
Oh, no.
Hey,
No
what about
way.
me? What about
Always
me?
down more dadcore.
So,
I'll have to check with Karen.
Throwdown.
Karen, I'm going to
Karen
ask.
Weiss
I'm going to
is
ask you to
get the day off.
change seats with
Yes,
Alexis.
Of course.
Very easily, a little transition while we get into a little changing seat music.
Johnny Carson. About moving down the
That's as close as anything. Okay. Super Bowl, SOUPER Bowl of Caring. How did this come about? Let's start with that.
Okay, well, Tackle Hunger is a partner of the alumni, the NFL alumni, and so they've been doing this in each of the areas. But you know, Vegas is going to be the biggest area, right? Goodall said at the meeting, it's the biggest Super Bowl in history.
That would be Roger Goodall,
So,
the commissioner of the NFL.
The commissioner, right. He said it's the biggest one. So we decided, Sports Philanthropy Network, I'm the Las Vegas director, been in sports for 20 years, and we decided it was going to be the biggest in Las Vegas as well as around the world. So we went over and talked to Central Church. And Central Church is the biggest church here. They have a venue. I tell them it's a venue. It's not just a church, right? And so we went over there, talked to them, and they said, let's do it.
Yeah. But let's talk about what is the Sports Philanthropy Network?
Okay, Sports Philanthropy Network is an organization that started 5 years ago. And we have 25 chapters. I'm the latest addition here in Las Vegas. And yes, thank you. And what we do is we do everything that you hear about in the news. So if it's mental health for the sports, if it's women's sports, men's sports, issues in that area, we fight for whatever it is, right? And then we also make sure that we are taking the athletes and integrating them within the community. We have a lot of athletes here now. When I first came, there was no athletes. There was UNLV, and they're athletes, but no pro athletes, right? And so now we have all these pro athletes, and they need to integrate within the city, within the programs that are going on, as well as we're all about philanthropy. So we're all about giving back, and we're creating programs for them to be able to do that.
So what is the event on Wednesday?
The event on Wednesday is called the Super Bowl of Caring. Let me start with, it starts out with music. You know, if you've ever been to that venue, it's like being in a concert hall. I thought I was in Disney on Ice because it's so beautiful in there, right?
Yeah.
So it's music, it's awards, it's introductions of celebrities. We have a lot of celebrities that are coming. We have a lot of athletes coming because it's NFL alumni. And then, of course, I've been in sports for so long, and I was an agent first, so I'm bringing athletes from every sport. Okay, so we've got the aces that are coming. Of course,
Before we get into the guests,
Okay.
I want to talk about the soup part of it.
Okay,
because
the
you've got
soup.
my friend Chef Rock coming.
Yes.
So So it's going to be a soup competition.
So there's two different things happening with soup. Okay, so the soup is we're giving soup. So everybody coming in the door is bringing soup because what we're going to do is feed the community. We have all this big thing going on here in our city, and we just don't want people to feel like they're hungry and don't have a place to go, right? So we are collecting soup, we're collecting money for the community and for Hope for the City, which is the biggest pantry here, okay? Then on top of that, I had a wild idea, and so did our executive, that we were going to do a Best Soup of Vegas. Okay, and that's why we have your Chef Rock. So we have a lot of chefs coming in, preparing soup, and a lot of celebrities that are going to judge. And someone's going to come out with the belt because the WBC, which is the World Boxing Council, they made a belt for the winner. So it's going to be great.
I'm
it's
a big
going
fan
to
of wrestling, so any type of world
yeah.
heavyweight belt.
Thank you, Clark.
Oh yeah, it's going
Clark
to be
Kent
great.
loves wrestling.
Okay, well Clark Kent better come on to the event. So it'll be a lot of things going on. It'll be music and fun and things for the kids. It's a family affair and a
it
community
starts at
affair.
what
Starts at 5 o'clock. So from 5 to
Wednesday.
8. 5 to
Central
8 on
Church.
Wednesday. Central Church in Henderson. Okay.
We're going to get more into the guests, but I have a joke.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so this old guy's turning 90 years old, and his friends want to get him a present. And they said, what should we get him? He's 90 years old. So why don't we send him a stripper? We always see in Vegas girls to your room. Why don't we get... So they're looking, and they see AAA, and then they come across Super Sex. Super Sex.
Oh, my God.
They call us, can you send it over to Maurice, 90... Yeah, we'll send a girl over. Great. How much is it? $500. That's a lot of money. Yeah, but he's 90 years old. Come on, he's turning 90. So they send the girl over. She knocks on Maurice's door. He opens the door. She takes a raincoat. I says, who are you? She opens up her raincoat. She's completely naked. She says, Super Sex. He says, fine, I'll have the soup.
Yeah.
I try and relate my jokes to the topic. And
What it is.
fine, I'll have the soup.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about who's coming.
Soup songs?
Kaya Stokes.
Kaya Stokes, Las Vegas Aces, our WNBA team, the two-time champions. We have the president, Nikki Fargas, and we have Kia Stokes and Alicia Clark. Both of the players have been here for a long time,
Okay.
both two-time champions.
Right.
Charlie Mack. That sounds familiar.
Charlie Mack actually is a big music producer, so he does a lot of the celebrities. He does Mariah Carey's, Rihanna, everybody, Chris Brown, and even Usher, even our halftime. And so he does a lot of music supervising, works with VH1, Bravo, all the stations.
Nice.
Yeah.
A.C. Caswell, former Raider.
Yeah, former Raider. Yep. He is also out of Arizona, so he's an alumni.
Tyler Houston.
Tyler Houston is from Las Vegas, and he actually is a baseball player, former MLB.
Cleveland Indians, L.A. Dodgers,
Yeah.
Philadelphia Phillies. Byron Williams.
Byron Williams is actually the NFLPA. Okay, so you got the NFL alumni and you got the NFLPA.
That's the
okay?
Players
The Players
Association.
Association.
Got it.
He's the president of the DFW, which is Dallas Fort Worth.
Jen Welter.
Jen, you guys might have heard her. I mean, I think it was XFL was the last one, UFL football team here. She actually was the first woman to be a coach in the NFL, and she was with the Arizona Cardinals. And if you play games, she's on the Madden NFL.
I did the play Time Out for Ginger
Did you?
about a girl who wants to play football, and they wouldn't let her, but then and this is like written
Then
in
they
the 50s
finally
or
let her.
60s, and they let her.
Thank you, Clark.
Yeah, no, that's what she
Catherine
is.
Clemens.
Catherine has a show actually on CW and NBC, and she does what is it called? It's
have
real
a-
estate. It's real estate, and it's called American Dream.
Oh,
So that's our
Okay.
sister station because
That's-
we're on NBC and
Yeah.
CW is a sister
Yeah.
channel. And
She-
Supergirl, I think, is on the CW. They got rid of Supergirl?
but they didn't get rid of her. It ran 6 or 7 years,
And
then
she
it
retired.
came to her- yeah, now
I know it was on every half hour for a
but they're
while.
rebooting the whole DC. Let's not get
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
not get bogged down in that.
Yes.
So just
yes.
a reminder, 3:55 p.m., right before Family Feud, you can see myself and Todd DeReamer every Friday, 3:55 on Channel 3, NBC, Las Vegas. Chef Rock, we mentioned my friend Chef
Yeah,
Rock from
Chef
Hawaii.
Rock. Well, the fact I love Chef Rock, he's from Hawaii. He's been doing shows over there for a long time, but I don't know. You knew this, I know, because you're friends with him. But he was running the NFL Harleys, the motorcycle group.
I
So
didn't know that.
I started talking to him about what we were doing, and he said, "Why don't I come be a judge?" So he's going to be one of the judges. on
I
the-
know him so long. He was doing a show called the Clever Cleaver Brothers.
Oh wow!
He had a partner, and they would do tailgate parties all over the country, all over the world. And he's a great chef and a great guy. So Chef Rock, it's worth going to the event just really
Oh, yeah.
for no other reason to see
Well, the
Chef Rock.
food is going to be amazing. So
Cool
you better
dude.
come.
He gets a cool dude mark.
So we got a lot more, but I couldn't put them all on there.
Mike
Then we got
Dempsey,
Mike
Carolina
Dempsey.
Panthers, Chris
Yeah.
Trapp,
Carolina Panthers?
Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
From the Bears.
I've never heard of that team.
Yep.
So anyway, again, it's the Super, SOUPER, Bowl of Caring. For
Yes.
more information, you can go to sportsphilanthropynetwork.org
Or tacklehunger.org, if you can remember that easier.
tacklehunger.org.
Yes.
.org.
.org.
Not com. .org.
.org.
Anything else you want to say about the event?
No, I just think everybody should come out. It's fun for the kids. We're going to
fantastic.
have outdoor food trucks and jumping things and games and all
And
kinds
you
of
can
stuff.
bring food to
donate.
So yeah, they're
It's
going to be. It's
Wednesday
going to be
at the
And you
fun.
can bring food to donate.
You want people to bring cans of soup?
Yes, we
Supposed
want
to
people to
freeze?
bring cans of soup. That would
Okay.
help.
There you go.
There's barrels around town, all over the place. But if you're coming there, bring the can of soup, and of course
Central
donate.
Church,
you know,
Wednesday.
Wednesday, 5 p.m., Central
5 p.m.
Church. And you don't have to be Jewish to go.
no, it's
But it
not.
helps.
It's in a church, but
It's
it's not
non-denominational.
It's
Yeah, right.
non-denominational.
I was just going to say, don't worry.
Yeah.
Our Buddhists welcome.
Yeah.
Be very careful.
Anybody's welcome.
Yeah, everybody's welcome.
Everybody's welcome.
And it's going to be an amazing event.
Okay, so you're new to the podcast. You're new to the podcast. Greg's new to the podcast. We play a game that's sweeping the country. Sweeping the country. Called Truth or
Brown sugar.
Brown Sugar.
Okay.
Just like a young girl should.
Brown sugar.
Want a little music to enter it? So today's topic, today's classic TV series is going to be The Man of Steel,
Oh.
Superman. And here with the intro music, Mauricio.
Ah. It's pretty good.
All right.
Superman, his name is Superman, and he flies, but he's not like Superman can. He's Superman, and his girlfriend is named Lois Lane. Superman, I just made those up.
I love it.
Can you believe that?
Nice ad lib.
My favorite song from Superman, though, is the love song, the Can You Read My Mind? Do you know what it is you do to me? And it's such a great song. Barbara Cook sings the heck out of it. But in the movie, Margot Kidder just sort of speaks it.
Right.
Thinking.
As they're, as they fly through the air. She's
Okay.
like, can you read my mind? Do you know what it is you do to me? It's the worst spoken word poetry.
Look up in the sky. Or is that how it starts, or is it? Yeah, look up in the sky.
Yeah.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a bird. You know, faster than a speeding bullet.
It's a bird.
More powerful than a locomotive.
Able to leap tall buildings in a single bound.
Yeah, and who disguised as mild mannered Clark Kent reporter for a quaint metropolitan newspaper, fighting a never-ending battle for truth, justice, and the American way. And the music comes on again.
So, we're going to play a game called Truth or Brown Sugar, and I'm sure you played it in college or something as a drinking game. And so I will make a statement, and you must decide whether the statement is in fact truth or brown sugar. You must answer. I am the ultimate arbiter. These are not opinions. These are empirical facts. You can advocate for your position if you really feel as though I have made a mistake. But again, ultimately, I decide what is truth and what is brown sugar. Are you ready to play?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
Before we play, here's something I'd like to talk about. Just as an open debate, because this is an empirical fact. Do you think Metropolis is New York or Chicago? And do you think Gotham is Chicago or New York?
Well, I know that Metropolis is in Illinois, if that's one of your questions.
Well, no, it isn't one of my. But does it represent?
I think they both
Chicago?
represent New York.
No, because
I
they
don't-
both
I think it's
exist in the
Chicago.
same.
I think it's
I think one's
Chicago, and that's
Chicago,
true.
one's New York.
Yeah. Well,
Isn't that called the Metaverse?
no,
Or were we
but like
talking-
he did grow up in Kansas,
No.
and ideally Metropolis is close enough that he's sort of. Well, he can't fly.
Go to
But
places.
But it seems like Metropolis is relatively close to where he grew up. That's why I think it is in Illinois. Well, So I think it represents Chicago.
You think Metropolis is Chicago?
Yeah, because doesn't
It's closer to Kansas than New York. No, it makes sense.
Microphone.
and plus New York is all.
For G.
That wasn't a real question. Don't get excited. That was open for debate. Now we do the real questions.
Okay.
Okay.
Da-da!
Truth or brown sugar?
Okay.
Superman once fought Joe Frazier in a boxing match.
Brown sugar.
Brown sugar.
Brown sugar.
I'm sure.
Brown sugar.
Oh, yeah. It was actually Muhammad Ali.
Oh, it was a trick question.
Yes, it was actually Muhammad Ali that he fought. I don't know who won.
I really miss the drinking part of this.
So you know there's... all right. So you know there's all different forms of kryptonite, right? Green
Yeah.
kryptonite
No.
takes away his powers.
Yeah,
You don't know
different
any of
colors.
this?
Well, I know, but I know there's different kinds of kryptonite.
Yeah,
There's different
and
colors.
each color has a different
Oh,
effect.
different color. Okay.
Like the red kryptonite had a different crazy effect. Gold kryptonite could give you powers. Green
White
kryptonite.
kryptonite affected
Green or
plants.
blue?
Yes. Blue
There was
kryptonite.
one kryptonite that would rob his powers. I thought that was
Oh,
gold.
that might be gold. That is
Gold
gold.
would take his powers away.
Yeah, and blue kryptonite would heal him. Well, believe it or not, truth or brown sugar, there was a pink kryptonite, and it once turned Superman gay for 24 hours. Truth or brown sugar?
Brown sugar.
I'm going to go
I'd
with
say
brown
truth.
sugar on that one.
That's the truth.
But it might be
Brown
true.
sugar.
Brown
for
sugar.
sure.
Ding, 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 ding. Absolutely.
It's bam!
And a Supergirl comic from the
Yep.
early 2000s, there's a panel where Clark
Yep.
is in the Daily Planet being like, oh my God, Jimmy, I love your bow tie. It's fabulous.
Yes.
Oh,
I
Because he had been
remember
exposed to pink kryptonite. And so he had been exposed to pink kryptonite. People, I think it's hysterical, but people didn't take it too well. It was a little too swishy for the social
Back
justice
then.
warriors.
Right.
Yeah, there's a controversy, as they say in the UK.
Yes. Controversy, as we say.
Come
Yeah.
do it for
In
two.
America, yes. This is an easy one. Has a mermaid girlfriend. Truth or brown sugar?
Brown sugar.
has
A mermaid girlfriend.
brown sugar.
Brown sugar. Brown sugar.
What is the question?
Superman has a mermaid girlfriend.
Oh, a mermaid girlfriend?
True.
True.
Yes, true. Lori
Yep.
Lamaris, how
Yep,
can you
Lori
not know
Lamaris,
this?
yep.
Really?
And she would come, LL, you know, because everything has to be LL.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
But her name is Lori Lamaris. She would come on land and be in a wheelchair
Yep,
and
yep.
put a blanket over her fishtail.
Kind of like Bette Midler.
It's kind of like Bette
I
Midler.
choreographed that.
Well,
that
see,
number.
This was in the TV episode?
No, this is
must
from the
be
comic
comics.
book.
The comic
This is
book.
the
Oh,
comic
see, I didn't.
I'm doing Superman in general. Keep up.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Any Superman then.
Yeah.
Christopher Reeves is the best Superman. Truth or brown sugar?
Brown sugar. I like George Reeves better.
I'd say truth.
True.
Brown sugar.
I think Chris Reeves is best.
Yes, Christopher Reeves is obviously
He
the
was
best Superman.
obviously, yeah.
Are you talking about the curse?
No, we can talk about the curse. You want to talk about the curse right now?
Yeah. You want me to talk about it?
You can talk about the curse.
Okay.
But yes, the answer to that question is Christopher Reeve is the
Yeah,
best.
he was.
Yes, I agree.
Curse.
And you know, he refused to wear a muscle suit, and he like worked out. He worked out with Darth
So there's-
Vader.
so that a guy-
Prowse. I can't remember his name.
Kurt.
David Prowse. Anyway, the guy who was the body of Darth Vader was like a bodybuilder,
Oh, wow.
and he worked with Christopher Reeve to help him pack on 30 pounds
Yeah.
of muscle.
Wow.
And you go, as a kid, I didn't get it. Like it was just Superman and stuff, and now as an older man, you look at him in some of those, and you're like, yeah, Christopher Reeve could get it, honey.
Yeah.
That body
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
that body
great
was on
body.
point
Yeah, he was
at some
rocking.
point, you
Yeah,
know.
He's very sad when he fell off the horse.
Oh yeah.
Pass the mic back.
To you.
Actors playing Superman often suffer grave misfortunes. The so-called Superman curse got its start with George Reeves, an actor who played Superman on a 1950s TV show. Reeves never quite took to the role, reportedly once telling a co-star, "Well, babe, this is it, the bottom of the barrel."
No.
Typecast as Superman, he had trouble finding other work. Then in June 1959, he was found dead from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. Tragedy also struck Christopher Reeve, of no relation, the star of 4 Superman movies, who was paralyzed from the neck down in a May 1995 horse riding accident. In the first of those films, Lee Quigley depicted Superman as a baby. He died in 1991 at age 14 after huffing solvents from a can. Other Superman actors, despite remaining in good health, have seen their careers slide downward upon taking off the blue tights and red cape.
And what about the other? Somebody was like, I was watching. I do my research on the internet or whatever, and on YouTube.
I feel like we researched this.
I was doing YouTube stuff, and some guy was like, "Yes, there's a Christopher Reeve curse. All these actors died, and also the actor playing Perry White died." I was like, "Well, that man was old. Jackie Coogan.
Don't call me Chief.
Jackie Coogan was a little rascal. That cracker was
Yeah,
about to die at some point. I don't think you can blame it.
That wasn't a surprise.
Like, yeah, that curse got him at 95.
Right.
But also, Margot Kidder had some rough times. Lois Lane, the
Yeah.
actress from the movie,
Yeah.
she like pulled out her teeth and was found. She went loco. You know that special kind of celebrity crazy where they end up in your backyard or in your house?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like Robert De Niro
Yeah.
when he just crawled into that kid's room, or like
Yes.
Margaret. Can you imagine just like you're looking out your backyard and Margot Kidder is in the shrubs having a psychotic break?
Yeah.
Wondering if you could read her mind.
Can somebody please?
This lady.
Looking for Superman.
Yeah,
Next
but
question.
all right. Next question. Vegas Golden Knights are the best team ever. Truth or brown sugar?
Crutcher.
It was the what? Golden Knights or what?
The best team ever. Truth or brown sugar?
Best team ever?
Brown
Ever.
sugar.
Oh,
Truth.
Best team ever.
Truth.
What?
Brown sugar.
Brown sugar? Everyone's saying brown sugar?
I said
You-
truth.
The correct answer is the Aces are the best team ever.
Oh!
yeah.
That's true, too.
Especially because they're coming
I
to
sang-
mind.
Yes. I
That's
normally
saying
I do
all
say
the
Vegas Golden Knights are the best team ever,
Yeah.
but I do have great
I
affinity
sang
for the
both
Aces.
their national anthem.
Oh, yeah?
In jam.
Oh wow. Yeah, they don't
Great
give
fun.
enough respect to Aces. Everybody
They
out there,
Oh,
so
it's coming.
Yeah.
we're gonna have to do it a third time, honey, before the men will finally pay attention.
Oh,
Right.
I know. But you know what? Women's sports is going up. I mean, they have the highest seating audience. They do.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's going up.
Right on, right
They
on.
got millions
Cool.
coming.
Yeah,
their
it's
way.
becoming a sports town. As a
Yeah.
performer, it's hard for us.
It is, right? We built the city and now we're like, wah, wah, wah.
Yes, but they don't go to. Honey, listen. 10,000 people go to those games.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Superman cannot lift Thor's hammer. Truth or brown sugar?
True.
Now you know you have to be worthy to lift Thor's hammer. I assume we've all seen a little bit of a
think-
Avengers
First of
movie.
all, they're in different universes.
They are. But that doesn't mean.
That's
Which means she could not lift Thor's hammer being in a
brown
different
sugar.
universe.
Is that what your? Is that your position?
It's
That's
brown
my
sugar.
position.
Is that your position?
Yeah.
I didn't think anybody
Final
was.
Is everyone saying brown sugar?
answer.
What do you say?
Brown sugar.
Really? Truth. No, sorry. Yeah, no, he can lift. Sorry, it's brown sugar. Wait, you're saying he can or he can't?
Cannot.
You saying he can?
He can't.
Yes.
Can't. He can. There was
I
a.
said can.
You're correct. There, he is worthy. There was a crossover episode or comic book where the Justice League met the Avengers, and Superman and Thor went at it, and Superman picked up Thor's hammer
okay.
because he is worthy. Just like Captain
they're both
America, and they're both cute, honey. I'd do them
They're
both.
both pretty.
Right.
They're both pretty.
Yeah, they are.
Has defeated the KKK. Truth or brown sugar?
What?
Has defeated the
Superman has defeated the Ku Klux Klan?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know about
It's actually a difficult. Has fought and successfully.
I would think that might be true the way you said it.
That's got to be
True.
a comic book
Yeah.
feature, and it
True.
must be true.
I'd say brown sugar because I don't
They're
think-
still. Yeah, they're not
I don't
defeated.
think anybody's defeated them yet.
Okay. Again, your position
moment.
is correct, but he did. I think it's in the television show actually, but there's been a comic book as well, and apparently it sort of drove down
just
membership
keep coming out.
into
Yeah,
the
yeah.
KKK. That Superman sort of back in the
drove down membership.
It did.
The Grand Wizard said, no, Superman beat us. We
Beat us.
can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
No, okay. But it did help
just
sort
shade
of
off.
take down their cultural relevancy
Right.
and all that sort of stuff.
Good for him.
Because back in the day, Superman, like his first
He was
episodes,
fighting everybody.
he was fighting like bad landlords.
Yeah.
And it was before it became Superman, Brainiac and Lex Luthor and all these interstellar, Superman. Back in the day, he couldn't fly. Back in the day, he could only leap over buildings. He had sort of a limited strength. Tall buildings.
In a single
In
bound.
a single bound. And so he really did take on some like street level thugs back
Sure.
in the day. So it was absolutely like up his wheelhouse to go and give the KKK a few knocks around.
Good.
Yeah.
Christopher Walken, truth or brown sugar? Christopher Walken was up for the role of Superman.
I love Christopher Walken, but I don't see him as Superman. I love seeing him dance.
Well, I didn't say he got the
I
role.
would say
I said he was up for
I
the
would say
role.
truth.
I say true.
Okay, I'll say true.
Because he's
Yeah,
crazy.
he's been up for
He's
it.
crazy.
Yeah, he was up for it. Can you imagine though?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my God.
Clark Kent.
No, I couldn't.
not
imagine.
Superman.
I think I was up for the role.
At one point.
stab you in the face with a hot soldering iron.
And we all know that Nick Cage was almost
Yeah.
like he was.
Yeah.
No, but
Right
he
there.
was. Tim Burton was. They were doing the pre-production for a Tim Burton Nick Cage movie based on like the Return of Superman, and he tried on the costumes. You can go online and see it. He tried on the costumes and everything. Like it was this close.
We haven't had a Nick Cage sighting for quite a while.
He came and saw Zombie Burlesque on the one night. I like never take off. I never can take off. An understudy never works out, so I'm just there. But I at one point had an understudy early on, and like the one time I was
it
gone,
Adrian Zibet?
it was not. It was another one because otherwise he might have liked it. But my understudy was on, and Nick Cage saw it, and he didn't like it. I'm sure if I were there, he
I
would have
want to
liked
see
it.
you in your show.
Anytime you want, Zombie Burlesque.
Zombie Burlesque.
Run, sugar.
I've heard a lot of great things about it.
Yeah, I do too.
All right, all right. Final question. Truth or brown sugar? There is corn in Australia thanks to Superman.
There's corn in Australia.
Thanks to Superman.
It's so random, I think it has to be true.
Kind of a left field question, but I think it's true.
Kind of a left cornfield question.
I'm saying true.
Yeah, absolutely true. For the Man of Steel movie, it was cheaper somehow to plant corn in Australia and film in Australia than to like disrupt a farm in America or whatever.
Oh, wow.
And with and who knows with like, and you know the countries will give you these days they want you to film in there.
Yeah.
So and they left the corn. So there's a cornfield,
Oh my God.
Out there.
a Kansas City cornfield in Australia.
Australia.
somewhere.
What's it called?
The kangaroos eat
The
it.
circle and the corn.
Crop circles.
Crop circle.
Yeah, that was hard to get to. The circles and the crops.
Yeah.
Crop circle.
That's it. That's it.
These are
We don't know who won anymore. We don't even have a winner and a loser. We don't drink during the game.
I think. Listen, we're all winners because the camaraderie and the knowledge and the
Yes.
information and the stories. Does anyone have a Superman story that they would like to share with
Yes,
us?
I
About,
do. Because when I was 10 years old or 9 years old, I was in the Superman Club. Yeah, and we would collect. When I was a kid, you'd get 2 cents back on a Coke bottle, and you could return the bottles. And me and my friends would go collect the Coke bottles, turn them in at the corner candy store, and get every Saturday there'd be a new Superman comic book that would come out.
you could turn it
So
in.
we would celebrate the
I
new
remember
Superman comic book. So that was my big Superman story. However, I did research as well. Superman's creators first envisioned him as a villain.
yes, Paul, Lex Luthor.
Recent high school graduate Jerry Siegel self-published a story in January 1933 called The Reign of the Superman, featuring a mad scientist who plucks a vagrant from a bread line, could have called it a soup line, and gives him telepathic capabilities. This so-called Superman, intoxicated by power, then kills the mad scientist and begins taking over the world until the enchantment wears off and once again becomes a nobody. Soon after, Siegel and his friend Joe Shuster, who illustrated the piece, revamped Superman as a good guy with an alien backstory, secret identity, and a cape. Among other features would come to define him for several years. Siegel and Shuster unsuccessfully pitched their comic strip to newspaper syndicates. Finally, a predecessor to DC Comics asked them to rework it into a 13-page story for Action Comics, #1, which would go on to become the most valuable comic book of all time, with one copy selling for $3.2 million on eBay.
How about this then before you go on? I don't know if it was Siegel or Schuster or
Siegel and Schuster sold the rights to Superman for $130.
Wow.
Siegel and Schuster earned fairly high salaries writing and illustrating Superman comics.
Wait, let me throw in a fact. One of their fathers was killed by a robber with a gun, died of a gunshot.
That was Bruce Wayne.
No, the actual people who wrote it.
But
And then the pearls fell in the
Henry's.
thing. No, one of their fathers was killed by a robber with a gun, and that's why they think that Superman is where the idea of him being bulletproof comes from. Is the childhood trauma that and also they're
That's
both
good.
Jewish and stuff. There's all this. won't go into
Superman
it.
was Jewish?
The creators of it were, and so
Of
a lot
course.
of it's very like trying to fit in the American ideal, and all
course
of
they
that
were.
stuff is like assimilation and trying to,
Wow, interesting.
there's some really fantastic stuff built into the whole.
So they sold the rights for $130, and the company said, our company has very little to gain in a monetary sense from the syndication of this material. DC Comics publisher disingenuously, I like that word, told Siegel in 1938 in response to one of his many requests for more cash. Also, bear in mind that we can at any time replace you. Siegel and Schuster were then fired in 1947 after filing a lawsuit against DC. A financially struggling Siegel returned to the company in 1959. That's like almost, 30 years later?
Yeah.
Accepting standard pay and no byline. He left again in 1965 and lodged a second equally unsuccessful suit that dragged on for years. When a Superman movie began production in the 70s, Siegel put a curse on it as part of a public relations campaign, the shaming strategy worked as DC's parent company agreed to give him and Schuster pensions of $20,000 a year, a sum that later went up. Furthermore, DC Comics began crediting them as Superman's creators following their deaths in the 90s. Siegel's and Schuster's heirs brought additional copyrights litigation that has led to multiple suits and countersuits as recently as 2016.
Wow.
Did you know the U.S. government censored Superman during World War II?
No.
They did. Because
Why?
of Lex Luthor had an atom smasher and they didn't want anything about nuclear weapons.
Oh, okay.
Most Superman love interests are initialed LL. Doesn't say why. But there was Lois Lane, Lana Lane, Lila Laryl,
Lila Lara, she's from Krypton.
Lex Luthor, I don't know what their fascination, and Linda Lee, Supergirl's, Lois Lane's sister, Linda Lee.
Linda Lee was Supergirl's first alias. And Lois Lane's sister's named Lucy.
Loose Louie.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Lois Lane, Lucy Lane.
Yeah.
Comic book Superman briefly sported a mullet. How could you have missed that? There's the Superman with the mullet.
There he is.
From the late 1990s. I was saying, he had a mullet. Everybody had a mullet. It was the 90s.
I
didn't
The
have
mullets
mullet.
are back because of that Tiger King. It's so funny. The
my
lasting
God.
impact of the Tiger King has been mullets. Like the kids these days and the hipsters.
Yeah.
They want mullet.
I thought of you over the way. The 60 Minutes
Well-
did something on the guy that took care of the Tigers after Joe went to jail.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I don't watch 60 Minutes. I'm not
was
that old
crazy.
yet. Plus, is 60 Minutes still on?
Yeah.
But you get terrestrial TV somehow, right? You have some deal that you got. He knows the guy.
Years ago.
He knows the guy who did
I
a
got a
thing,
guy.
and now he has all the cable ever in the world.
Yes, I got a guy.
Got a guy.
Yeah.
Wednesday,
There's
February
Chicago.
7th, at 6 p.m., Super Bowl, SOUPER, Bowl of Caring at Central Church, 10,001 New Beginnings Drive in Henderson. Proceeds benefit Tackle Hunger. You can go to tacklehunger.org for more information on that. I want to thank everybody for joining us.
Yes.
Please come and see Karin Denise tonight with
Karaoke
great samples,
party.
with
Yes.
doing their Super Bowl, or
Gonna make me come
not their
back.
Super House
Our
Party
Super
karaoke.
House Party, DJ,
Party.
disco,
Karaoke.
whatever. It's just a fun time.
And
Yeah.
Silk
Bring a
and
can
Steel.
of bring a can of soup.
8:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring a can of
Soup.
soup because I'm hungry. We've been
So that's
traveling.
tonight, 8:30 to midnight or whenever we feel like finishing it up.
So they
And
drop.
my name is Jonathan Scott. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Karin Denise. I want to thank
Thank
Enoch,
you.
Augustus, Scott, Mauricio,
It was me
Six
the whole
Hands,
time, everybody.
Greg Sample.
It was me.
Play us on. Are you going to sing us out of here with something?